can you imagine telling a 14-year-old you have a lifelong illness from which you will never recover, that will define you going forward? At 14, you're telling somebody that. On the basis of what evidence? Like, where did you catch this illness? Like, in the ladies' room at an airport? Like, where did they explain where you got this illness?
It's a very good question, Tucker. And it's a question that we should be asking all the time about literally every single psychiatric diagnosis that is ever given to any human being, because the entire model is built on subjectivity. It's built on the subjective observations of the diagnosing clinician, which of course means it will be infused by their own personality, like whether they had a bad night's sleep, they just had a fight with their spouse an hour earlier and they're grumpy. It's going to infuse how they see their patients. There are no objective biological tests. There are no brain scans, lab tests that you can do to say, oh, this is proof that you have this, chemical imbalance in your brain, or this, faulty biomarker. There's no objective, measurable pathology of any kind in any of these conditions. Literally, all of them, including the so-called serious ones like bipolar and schizophrenia. It is completely based on observation.
But is there any explanation for, so they're telling you they're looking forward into the next 70 years of your life and saying this is going to be with you forever, kind of incumbent on them to explain where you got this thing, its nature. Like, what exactly are they talking about? Did anybody ever explain any of that?
No, and in large part because I never asked. I mean, of course I didn't ask as a kid. I was just so flummoxed by the whole, and disoriented by this whole experience that it didn't even occur to me to be like, can you prove that I have an incurable brain disease? Like, it didn't. But honestly, Tucker,
I'm sorry, Lord, to say you have terminal cancer. We can keep you alive for decades, but it's terminal. I mean, that's like so nuts to say that to a child on the basis of no evidence.
But the entire paradigm is that for every single person who has ever been given a psychiatric diagnosis in the history of psychiatric diagnosis, it's always that. It's always just the opinion of the clinician based on his or her, personal orientation. It's the entire thing. And I did not realize this because it never occurred to me to step back and ask these questions.